Hey guys, I'm gonna teach you how to do a full tutorial on how to do this makeup look that I did on Sophie Dossie not too long ago. So first off, you're gonna start off with finding an image of someone, anyone actually. Let's not go through what you see because let's find a famous person. I'm not sure who we can do. I'm gonna search up famous YouTubers so I can add them in my description. Famous YouTuber girls, yes. Rosanna Pansino. I remember her. She's my childhood. Rosanna Pansino. Okay. Let's go to images and find a full face picture of her like this. This is actually good, but the quality is horrible. We can also do this. Quality is actually kind of good. So I might use this or this. Let's see. Okay, the quality is actually better for this one now. But I'm going to zoom into her face anyway. She's actually really beautiful. So let's add this to photos. You can screenshot it, obviously, if you want. And you go here and you import a picture and you do a picture. You cancel this. And then you go here, do this, and you zoom into their face. And I think that's good, right? Okay, I'm going to actually put it a little upwards. Okay, yeah, that's good. So now we have her face and we're going to add a second layer. This is actually foundation. You're probably going to start off with a dip pen harder, dip pen soft, or felt tip pen. But what you're going to need for this is airbrush trapezoid 40%. Not 20%, not 60%. Airbrush trapezoid 40%. It's not going to change the percentage whether you put it up or lower. So then you're going to find a light area of their skin, probably on the nose or something, because that's what I always do. You're going to find a good amount, probably like 760 px, and you're going to just start covering their face with it. It's going to act like a natural blend, and it's going to remove all of their makeup they have on currently at the time. You can also go over their lips if you want, but I prefer usually not to do that in this case. You can make it smaller for these edges right here. And if you're going to work on the ears, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. I'm just going to not do the ears yet. And there you have it. She looks pale as pale. And then I'm just going to crop out the eyes because why not? Yeah. Yeah, that looks weird. Never mind. But yeah, it looks good so far. I'm actually changing this with the brush here on this dark shade, and I'm gonna actually go over it. Hold on. Yeah. I think this might work better. Okay, good. And now, as you can see, this is how it probably should look, close enough. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add a second layer. And you're probably going to start off with the cheeks or something, because that's what I usually do. And as you can see, she currently has no blush because I erased all of it. So you're going to go like something that matches their skin tone. So something like a light pink. But that's probably too light, or it's right enough. I think we might need a little darker. My taste is not perfect. I think that's good. So we're going to go with this blush. You can obviously make it smaller and go over the nose like this in some cases, but in this case it will probably not match her. And once you're done with the blush is actually really the easiest part. you're going to go ahead and move on to the lips. The lips is the hardest part. You're going to add a fourth layer. Doesn't matter what order the layers are in, except the first one has to be the regular picture. What you're going to do for the lips is you're going to find a color that you really like. I'm going to go with like an orangey, reddish vibe, and I'm going to move it here. That's actually very red. It's going to be somewhere here, but I want it darker, so I'm going to put it here. Do it darker than you normally want it to. You're going to change from the airbrush trapezoid 40% to the felt tip soft pen, and you're going to do it your shade. You're going to simply make this brush smaller. 1.8 px is the preferred for me, because like it's just easier. Then you're just going to outline. If they have teeth showing or if they're smiling, there's no problem in that. You can just simply, like, do over it. You're like, this looks ugly. Why is your shading, or why is your outlining horrible? Well, don't worry, folks. I'm going to tell you a trick that you can do. Okay, now I'm done with the outlining. It looks horrible, I know, but then you're going to do a little lighter. This is what I'm going for, and I'm going with the trapezoid 40% airbrush. It's going to be a little smaller so it can fit, and I'm going to just go ahead and go crazy. But I'm not going to get on the teeth or in the mouth, because why would you want lipstick in the mouth and on the teeth? You look like a weirdo. You can do a little over, but I simply prefer not to, because then that's weird. Then you're going to take your blur. You're not going to put it all the way high. You're just going to put it like about 92.0 px. And you're going to blur. Don't it look nice? Look, before, after. Before, after. Yes, I have added a tint. It's kind of like a tint. If you want, you can go over it with a little lighter so it can tell the difference. Yes, you can also do this, but I like the outlining with it because it's just so much better. For the outlining, you're obviously going to need the felt tips pen soft, not the hard. People sometimes get that confused. But you're going to do a like really rough sketch, which is going to be blurred, so don't worry. Yeah, it's ugly, I know. And then you're going to blur it again at 92.0 px. And yes, we've got it. Do you see that difference? And now here's my favorite part. We're going to go to all the way white. We're going to make this 8px. We're going to use the airbrush 40% trapezoid. And at the lower lip, we're going to go over it a few times with white and do the shading. Ugly, right? That's why we have blur. We're going to make it a little smaller. And we're going to do it like that. Or you can make it bigger like I prefer. And really blend it in there. Do you see that difference? If you don't like it, you can obviously remove it. I do not like it in this case, because it's like a lighter red lipstick, and we don't want her lips to be showing, right? Amazing. And now, if you want, you can change the eyebrows a little. We can take that was blur. We can take a dark shade from here, make it more blackicated, or a little like here. Add another layer. I do the layer because like I prefer not to blend in everything together, because that's just who I am. And we're going to outline the eyebrows. Ugly, right? I'm going to try this because I actually haven't tried this. No, never mind. We're going to keep the eyebrows. If you're going to do something like that, I would prefer you lighten it up a bit. Use the airbrush trapezoid 40%, which we are currently on. Make the brush a little bigger to fit the eyebrows. And there, you have a little more tinted eyebrows, as you can see. This part is a little messed up, so we are going to redo that. Okay, there, that's good, and now we can do this. Amazing. Okay. And now, oof, too dark. And now what we can do is we can add the light things. So what we're going to do is I usually make this a lot bigger. Add the nosing and blur. But we obviously need a new layer for that because everything needs a new layer. I preferably like to make this a little lighter than the skin tone. Okay, not a little lighter. I'm gonna see how this turns out. Okay, and now we're gonna go dark. Oh. Yes, we're gonna go dark, small, and on the edges here, and blur. Yes, and there we have Rosanna Pansino done with the makeup look. And now you can go back to your gallery. And on this I button, you can name it and title it, whatever you guys want. I'm going to name this Rosanna Pansino, not Pansino, Rosanna P. Artwork makeup look, and check. That I'm going to make the artist Russ. And check. So now we are going to do a before and after with everything removed. So this is Rosanna Pansino before, amazing as always. And then we're going to add everything. And this is her after. I'm going to actually move this to the side so you can see. See that? Her with just a foundation. You can definitely see the difference. We made her a little more pale than usual. Here, we added just the blush. She looks cute. Pretty. And here we added the lipstick, which I love because I spent most of the time doing our eyebrows. A little more tinted. And then this nose. I'm actually going to blur it up a little more because okay, I think now we are good. Let's see, with nose, without nose, nose, without nose. Yes, just a little light. Back to my gallery. This is my 10th picture. I hope you liked the tutorial. Have an amazing day. See you guys.